Hey guys, welcome back to Vivant with Dana and welcome to another video review. So today I'm actually going to be talking about the Love and Hip Hop Reunion Part 1, the NYC version of Love and Hip Hop, because you know there's the Hollywood and the Atlanta one. So basically last night, Monday, was the reunion part 1, and that reunion part 1 was very much explosive, and I didn't care too much for all the fighting and all of that, but hey, that's what you watch Love and Hip Hop for. That's what Love and Hip Hop is about, besides the hip hop, and some people can actually make music, so that's partially what the show is about, besides the music factor and the scandal of everyone is sleeping with everybody. So basically last night they were recapping the different scenes in the season, the different relationships, and especially the heartbreaking, story about Remy Ma and Papoose with the loss of their unborn child. So, they definitely touched on topics that truly mattered in a couple's life, besides who slept with this, who slept with that, who's a creep, who's not a creep, who's in the creep squad, and who's not in the creep squad. So yeah, by the way, this whole creep squad situation, I think that Mona really needs to kill that storyline, because nobody cares who's in the creep squad or not. For one, Cisco, you too old for that. You got kids. Rich Dallas, you have a daughter. What are you actually teaching her? You need to teach her to be a woman of honor and to not marry a creep. And you need to stop being a creep, because you're too old for that. And Lord and behold, Peter Guns, he just needs to turn in his creep card and be a more involved father to all of his kids, because Lord knows he needs to be, and he needs to stop. And this storyline between Tara and Amina is getting pretty old, in my opinion, because Amina, she really needs to have some self-worth for herself, and to just know that, hey, Peter, by the way, Peter never loved Amina. That was just a situation of convenience, because we all know that Amina needed to stay in the United States because she had a green card situation. And Peter even said that the season prior to last season, when they were starting off their relationship. Because Amina has 2 daughters, so what is she going to teach them? To be pitiful and to chase after a man like a child? So I'm not here to bash anybody, but I'm just stating the actual facts. Because on this show, women are mainly called out of their name. Not that I'm saying that what they do does not identify with what they're being called, because these women on Love and Hip Hop, they're not actually inspiring anybody in terms of doing something good for the world or for yourself. Instead, they're actually selling themselves short by being with these men that don't care anything about them, and these guys are actually giving their own guy race a bad name, and most of them are African American. And I'm not saying that all African American men cheat and all African American do terrible things, but what I'm saying is that as African American men who possibly have African, and we all know Peter Gunther, African American children and sons, like a lot of them, he really needs to be better. And being on Love and Hip Hop, yes, he needs the money, yes, because he has to pay child support, but he really needs to create a better storyline for himself to really show a different side of Peter, or at least something. And as for Tara and Amina's situation, I'm actually glad that they were cordial in the episode prior to the season finale. But I just think that this whole situation just needs to be killed. And, Kimbella and Jewels, nobody really cares about that. Their storyline, I don't even know why they have one. But as for Yandy and Erica and Samantha, those are Erica and Samantha. Those are Mendice's baby mothers to his sons, Asin and Little Mendice. But Yandy is his non-legal wife. Yandy said herself that they made a partnership with God, but not with the government. So they're not legally married, because she was worried about her own assets. But that's understandable. But then why would you be with a man if you know good and well that he is damaged goods? And you work so hard, and you went to Howard University, as you say. So, frankly, Yandy's position, it may look as if she's the legal wife, but she's not. It may look as if she's this and that, but she's actually a fake, in my opinion. And I'm not saying that Yandy's not a good person or anything like that, but I just want to call a spade and say the truth. Yandy really needs to set a better example for her children. Because on the show, she says constantly, oh, I'm really trying to keep these kids together. But if you're going to call Asin's mother basically a break baby maker, or a person that your man had a child with on a break, then how is that going to make that little boy feel as soon as he get older to hear that in the news when people ask him, who's your mother? Oh, my mother's name is Erica, and she's the baby mother of my daddy Mendici. What is that little boy going to think? So Yandy, I really hope that you apologize for that, because Yandy, you may say that you want to bring the family together, but throwing jabs and doing all of that's not going to bring the family together. And Kim Bella, as her friend and as a fellow mother, you need to understand more than ever that having children with a man that you were never married to in the beginning, because mind you, Kim Bella, you have a child with Joel's, but you weren't married when you had your first child with him. So I personally think that Kim Bella needs to show more empathy and mind her own business and stay over there. Because let's just say if I were Yandy's friend, and I know that my friend is going through this, I would personally tell her the truth, that of course they're going to be mad at you, because for one, you're calling one of them calling one of their children a side baby, and two, you're actually calling them out of their name, and three, you're actually acting more superior. But what I'll also tell Yandy is that if you really want to keep these kids together, you really need to show more respect. Because as black women, as women of ethnicity, it's important that we truly hold our own selves in high esteem, to not fall for a trap, and for a man like Mendici, because he caused all this. He should have told each and every woman the truth, and he did speak on the phone with, the host of the reunion part 1, and he said all of this stuff, but I believe that he knew Erica for longer, because their child Asin is older than Yandy's child Amir. So that means that he knew her for a longer time. And I believe what Erica's saying. And I think that Mendici, he's pitiful for even calling, because for one, you're in prison because you got your own self there and you have children. So that's what really made me upset, is to hear him on the phone from prison acting all cool and saying that Yandy I love and she's the love of my life, but in fact she's the one that even brought you on Love and Hip Hop so you can pay your child support. So that's my personal thoughts about the whole Yandy situation. And she calls them baby mamas, but really those are the mother of his firstborn children before her children Skylar and Amir came along. And personally, I really think that Yandy really needs to clear up her act and really create better talent than that she's actually letting on, because her talent is good, but if she wants to be on the next level, she really needs to be mindful as to what she's doing in terms of her management skills. And I just think that this whole season, Mona, you, and this whole Yandy storyline, I think that you really need to kill it and really come up with a better one, because nobody wants to see women who have children by the same man argue about the same topic week after week after week. That's not something that we as viewers want to see constantly, because I believe that some of us are actually getting tired of it. So that's my thoughts about part 1. So please let me know in the comments box what you think, and if you feel the same way as how I feel, or if you disagree with me, because I like to hear negative or positive feedback, because the negative feedback, it lets me know of your own personal feelings, because we all have opinions, and positive feedback, it lets me know if we're on the same page in terms of how we feel. Because these days nobody knows about what's going to happen in our future, but as women we have to guard ourselves and hold ourselves in higher esteem. So please like and subscribe and comment below, and please follow me as I will discuss the part 2 of Love and Hip Hop next Monday, and I hope that we can actually find some resolve in the Yandy and Mendici's other children's mothers situation, because this is just getting out of control. So I thank you guys once again, and please stay tuned to more videos. Bye now.